Right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise honor and glory to Yahweh by Shema Shah by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations, hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth. And in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh by Shema Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh by Shema Shah. And what I want to get into this morning, is a quick, response to this video, dealing with, the aftermath of Hurricane Ida, down there in Louisiana, dealing with those, towns in southern Louisiana, and also with New Orleans, just give a quick briefing and just to show, this is a token, of the judgment of Yahweh by Shema Shah that's entering into the earth. All right, so I'm gonna let this play and get some precepts, and Lord will, you brothers and you few sisters are edified.
More than 1 million people across Louisiana are without power, and many more can't return to their homes following one of the most powerful hurricanes to hit the U.S. mainland.
Now that Ida has moved out of the state, we're getting a better look at the damage. This is video from Grand Isle, Louisiana, close to where Ida made landfall as a Category 4 hurricane. It's still hard to get to the island this morning, hampering efforts to rescue those who are stranded. Parts of some of the roads are gone, and many homes are damaged beyond repair. According to the president of Jefferson Parish, Grand Isle's mayor thinks everyone in town survived, that 100% of the buildings there were damaged or destroyed.
And that's why I wanted to harp on. It said 100%, 100% of the standing infrastructure, was damaged or destroyed. Now we know the scriptures speak about destruction in the form of complete desolation, especially when it's speaking of America. And let's just get some quick examples. There's plenty of examples. I just want to harp on, two. When you go to the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, in the 19th verse, it says, Egypt shall be a desolation. And this is speaking about spiritual Egypt. And Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. So it links Egypt and Edom together because this spiritual Egypt is ruled by who? Esau, Edom. Esau is the new pharaoh, of spiritual Egypt. And the judgment that's pronounced in prophecy is a judgment of desolation. America will be 100% destroyed, by thermonuclear missiles. And this is just a token. When I heard that 100%, I said, that's complete judgment, man. You see? There ain't gonna be no standing structures in America. It's gonna be, like the scripture say, a wilderness. So reading again, it said, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. Yeah, because America, was the chief place of punishment, for Israel. And the Negroes, pretty much was the token. They was the face of captivity, within this rulership. And Esau Edom took it too far. So since Esau Edom took it too far, Yahweh by Shema Shai, he's gonna have that same energy and judgment and leave this place desolate. Now I want to get another quick one. 100%. Now when you go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 15. This 2nd Esdras 15 and 11. It said, but I will bring them, and that them is the elect, with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and that's Yahweh Shai, the mighty hand of the Heavenly Father, and smite Egypt with plagues. And we're seeing that happening now. These storms, which cause famines and, homelessness, that's a plague. We see pestilence, diseases increasing, all these things happening. These are plagues that's hitting this place, man. Division amongst the people. It says, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof, man. 100%. 100% of the land mass of America will be completely destroyed. All right, America will be never inhabited, man. You know, you will not be able to tell what state was where, what city was where. It was going to be completely laid flat. You see, and this is the judgment pronounced from on high. All right, let's go. Let's get Peter. Let's get 2 Peter. What does it say in 2 Peter? All right, 2 Peter chapter 3. All right, verse I started at 12, get to the point. It says, looking for, 2 Peter 3 and 12 said, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. You see? Complete destruction, man. Desolate. This is what's going to leave America desolate, is that fervent heat from the missiles and that fire from the chariots, man. All right. Now I want to touch on another point real quick. You know, when I heard that 100%, it just made me think of that judgment of desolation that's coming to America. All right. The Most High is going to make a statement on how He judges America.
In nearby Lafitte, this is the scene. The parish president says the town is underwater in ways they have never seen before. At least 135 people have been rescued from the floodwaters so far. And in New Orleans, the entire city remains in the dark, and some could be without power for weeks. The city's mayor is now warning people who left ahead of the storm, do not come back until further notice. Joining us now from New Orleans is NBC News correspondent Jay Gray. Jay, weeks without power in New Orleans. How badly was the city's power grid damaged, and how are they handling this?
Yeah, Joe, Savannah, good morning to you. We'll start with the end of your question first. And right now, everything going as best you could imagine. People with a good can-do spirit and saying that they can get through this, but understanding it's going to take some time. Remember, it's hot, it's humid here. It's going to get difficult the longer this lingers. And you're right, it's going to take a while. Here's the situation with the power. There are 8 transmission lines that run all of the electricity into New Orleans. They're in the Mississippi River right now. They were knocked down from a tower and pushed into the river. They've got to be extracted, they've got to be repaired and somehow elevated again. When you just think about that process, it's an ominous task, and it's going to take a lot of time. So I don't see that there's any way, and I think most that I've talked to here agree, that this power can be restored within the next couple of weeks. It's going to be a long haul, like so much in this region right now.
Jay,
So there you have it, man. You know, they're telling, people pretty much, if you're out of the city, don't come back until they tell you. And we know, all right, Esau Edom is working his wickedness within this, man. All right, we understand that he capitalizes, all right, on chaos and crisis, man. He never lets a good crisis go to waste, as the saying goes. And so you have 8 power transformers that run the whole city of New Orleans, and supposedly they're underwater now, under the Mississippi River. So they have to be retrieved, out the water, stood back up, and repaired. So we know that's gonna be, a task. And Esau Edom gonna draw it out, man, because he's finna work wickedness, man. Now, when you go into the scriptures, just real quick, this is Proverbs 4:16. This is the mindset of Esau Edom. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. Yeah, so this man is up to mischief, man. All right? You mean to tell me that a city that brings in this much revenue, one of the biggest tourist cities in the world, all right, that they only had, 8 transformers to bring in power to that city? There's no backup generators, there's nothing. All right, but see, with this crisis, he can control what sections of New Orleans have power and what doesn't, man. And who finna get their woe out, man. All right, but it's judgment, all right, because there's a lot of wicked niggas and women, all right, in America. I mean, in New Orleans, man. you know, in America as well, you see. But the emphasis is on New Orleans with this specific, you know, crisis, man. So just a quick update, you know, and also just something I picked up, just going into the desolation, the 100% desolation that's to come to America, man. So Lord will, you brothers and you few sisters edified till the next time I say shalom.